off.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think there's, Shopify seems like more of a group stage team. I think it sucks to say, but that's really the truth of it. I wanted to ask N0tail what your take was. What do you think is the difference between kind of that big group stage and then going into playoffs? Like, what do teams need to do differently?
I think there's many challenges that comes and stages that comes in the tournament. But something that is always to a benefit is to kind of go through struggles earlier and figure out what it is that you want to do after. Like, what team are we? Find your identity. And if you don't find the struggle early on, you might not go through this process and find yourself. Maybe somebody doesn't need it. You've had tournament runs that have been too smooth. But the way I see it is you kind of have to be a unit for the next stage, more so than the group, because groups, I don't know, it doesn't test you as much. So the longer you go, the further you go, it becomes a mental battle. How good are you as a team? How can you handle the pressure? How can you handle the stakes? Because they keep increasing. And I think maybe for the Shopify and EG, I think one team was playing with some type of pressure they didn't manage to cope with and weren't really able to be themselves. Whereas EG seemed to be really loose and relaxed.